So, David, the President of the United States, he's a busy man?
He's got a very interesting week this week. He actually started off the week a couple days ago going to church.
He went to church.
The third time this year.
St. John's.
They keep meticulous records of this.
St. John's Episcopal, because he was raised rock-ribbed Episcopal, right?
And he will be winding up the week in New York City at Turtle Bay at the United Nations General Assembly. He's going to go, I don't know if actually going to go before or after our friend Ahmadinejad, the Iranian president, who is always worth a good story.
Well,
when
I
he
saw a
gets up
picture of him signing autographs in a room, very nice tapestry in the back there. So what's he there for?
Well, it's an annual event where they all get together and they make their speeches. And I think the president, it's actually a bit kind of interesting how the Obama administration has approached the UN. The Bush administration tried to reform the UN. I think the Obama administration has pretty much given up on that. It's just trying to work with them, exploit them. But it's going to be interesting to see what kind of reaction, what kind of response he gets.
The UN runs a pretty tight ship, right? They make use of money and stuff like that.
It's pretty much a dog and pony show. I've covered a couple of them, and they just cycle the leaders through, so it's usually pretty forgettable. The one thing you don't want to do is just make a mistake and get out of there. Be back to Camp David by Saturday.
So trying to figure out where the money goes and that kind of thing, that's kind of a non-starter.
That's not their interest right now. No, there's in fact there's a U.S. post for management up at the UN that hasn't been filled since Obama got into office, whereas under Bush it was a constant push to justify UN expenses, criticize the UN for bloated management, for a lot of other things that the UN is probably pretty guilty of.
But they're not pushing to put any person in that position to be the watchdog.
Nobody that we know of so far. They put up one guy, and that one was shot down, and they haven't gotten around to filling it since.
When he went to church at St. John's at the beginning of the week there, did he still make the tea time by 1:30?
Didn't hear if he played golf. He said do some campaigning, a little UN, and he'd probably get some golf in this next weekend. If he only goes 3 times a year, he probably won't be going next weekend.
One place I think you won't see him during the week?
What's that?
A mosque.
Right.